right? So 2020 is gone, and today, actually, as I'm making this video, because I didn't want to allow too much time go between since I last posted on YouTube and on my social media. But today, January 31st, 2021, what a beautiful year this has been. And one thing that captured my attention is the number of people who are out there trying to start a new business since Corona and COVID started. And today, this will be one of the main topic, the focus of my topic for today. I'm going to talk to you like a brother and also like a teacher. I'm not saying that I know everything, but I'm going to teach you what I know, especially if you are a young brother, mother, father, sister, whoever you might be. If you're trying to open a business, you're trying to open or start a new business and you don't know where to start. Maybe you have the ideas, but there's some industry information you might need to hear from someone else so it can help you boost your confidence and also give you the guidance to take you to the next level. Next level mean that multi-million dollar company you've always built or building. Let's get started. And my name is Patrick. For those who don't know me, I'm going to teach you today, and I hope by the end of this lesson you will say I have learned something. And mainly, I hope after you watch this video, you can actually be able to go and start your business that you have been afraid or scared to start in a long time. And this is going to be the great opportunity for you to listen to this video and follow me step by step. I'm going to teach you, like I said, I'm not saying I know everything, but I'll teach you what I know. So starting with that, a lot of people ask me questions. Patrick, how do you start a business and what do you really need in order to get a company running? Today, I'm here to teach you guys and to share some of that information with you. And this is how we're going to do it. Number one, I'm going to delete everything you see on this board and we're going to start from the beginning. Let's do it. Okay, again, I'm going to repeat this. I'm going to share with you 5 to 10 very important steps and documents you might need in order to get your company running. So number one, I'm going to start with company name. Your company name. Guys, picking a company name is one of the best decisions you can make while starting your business. Whatever the name comes you want to put for your company, first you have to make sure the keywords within the name matches the services you are looking to provide. That's number one, because in the long run, the way the algorithms work with Google and how people find you online, the name that your company carry, if it includes the keywords of your services, that might help you to actually show in the first categories of company that serves the same service as you do. What I'm trying to say with that is, for example, you trying to starting a roofing business. Like myself, I am a roofing contractor, and this is why I decided to share this information with you, because as a young entrepreneur who have struggled to get where I am today and to understand and know the information that I know today, I believe it is only right for me to not watch a lot of you guys, young fellows trying to get into the industry and not know what to do. So I'm going to share with you this information for free. so that you do not make certain mistakes and you can move on right on to the right decision, making the right decisions that help you grow as a person, as an entrepreneur, and also it helps your business grow. So picking the name for your company is very crucial, and when you pick the name, you have to make sure again the keywords within the name matches the services you provide. It's not about you. Don't put your personal name. If you're trying to put your name, it's okay, but it will work a lot better off for you if you pick the right name that matches the services you're providing to your customers. That is number one. Number two, after picking your name, there's certain things you need to collect, certain documentation you need to collect for your company. And number two, I want to go with EIN. Your EIN number stands for your employer identification number. Your tax ID, pretty much. This is the number you're going to use when you claim it, when you do your taxes at the end of the year for your company. If you're going to get credits for your business, this is the number they're going to look at, how you do taxes and all that, and how well your business is operating in order for you to collect a certain benefit that comes with the EIN number. So I say number two, EIN. I'm not gonna stress enough, guys. EIN is a must you need to, in order for you to get your company running. And once you get this number, trust me, it's going to help you just move on to the next moving on to your next step that you need in order for you to get that business going. Once you get your EIN number, guys, there's a third thing you're going to need. I will go with a city hall permit. City permits, guys. You get a city permit from your city hall. This is an easy document to acquire. If you do not know how to do it, it's pretty simple. You can get your company name and your EIN number. You bring it to your city hall, and your city hall will be able to actually provide you with the certificate for your business. Whether if you live in that city, and if you do not live in that city, you have to come with proof that shows you are renting a place of a business somewhere within the city, and you will get the city hall certificate. This document does not cost you a lot of money. It's very affordable, and I believe today it's under $200. The most will be $250 to get your city permit. You know, $250. That's what you need. Less, I believe. So once you get your city hall permit, then you can proceed onto opening your bank accounts. Right. Once you open a bank account, then you know your company and your business is on the right path to getting to where you want this company to be. So opening the bank account, acquiring the city permit and the EIN number does not actually mean that you are ready to run a business. You also need to insure this business. With this insurance, which we're going number 5, insurance. Anyone who's in service business, whether if you're a roofing contractor, you're a painting contractor, you're a gutter contractor, you do insulation, cleaning, and so on. But as long as you're in service business, I can only speak for service business for now, because that's what I know and that's what I do. So you're going to need your insurance for your business, and that starts with A. GL. GL stands for general liability. You're going to need your general liability in order for you to get that business going. And depending on what you do, as far as, for example, me, I'm in the roofing business. So whatever states you live in, if you do roofing, you definitely need to be insured, and you're going to be paying a little bit more, a lot more on your premium than somebody doing painting, landscaping, or just carpentry and things like that. Your premium is a little bit higher or more higher because, you know, it also comes with the danger that the roofing jobs itself presents. So you're going to need your general liability. On top of with the general liability, most I would always recommend like $1 million coverage in your liability. Should do it for you, especially if you're a small company. But if you're somebody who's trying to grow and trying to also work with commercial accounts, then you might need to think a little bit bigger than a little bit bigger outside of the box. So instead of doing the $500,000 limit or the 1 million limit, you can do $2 or $3 million limit. So if you have a 3 million, with a $3 million limit on your general liability, this gives you leverage so that you can work with any commercial contract or account, because it's all about your insurance, baby. That's what it comes to. So I leave that alone. As far as for general liability, like I say, 3 million, 1 to 3 million will be the best coverage for you to select for your business if you're a roofing contractor mainly. But if you're a painting contractor, you don't need all this much money. You need you might need that high of a coverage to acquire some contracts, but it's not going to, your premium will not going to cost as much as somebody like myself who do roofing business. So don't worry about, don't let the numbers scare you. It's very affordable, because if you're paying this insurance, this is how you're going to get work, and this is how you're going to get trusted from customers and so on. So you're going to, it's a must. Beside the general liability, we need your workers' compensation. WC stands for workers' comp. The workers' compensation pretty much protects your workers and yourself. If you a handyman, for example, and you have to go on these jobs, you know, sometimes you never know, you might cut your finger, you might get hurt, something might fall on you, you might bend, you know, anything might hurt you. And if you have workers' compensation, it protects you from workers suing you, and your workers can actually get paid during their leaves if they get hurt, and your workers' compensation will take care of that. As far as how does it work, I will get back into my second video into when I will start talking about marketing and sales. I will also type into workers' compensation, and I can explain that in detail for you guys, so you can actually make sure you get the right coverage for your company. You're going to need your commercial auto insurance as well. Usually $1 million limit on commercial auto is a good coverage for any business or any new company that's coming up on growing. So you're going to need some umbrella liability to cover your to make sure everybody is covered. You have to make sure that you add any company you work with, you do business with, or you have to add them as additional insured on the insurance certificate. So that way you are protected, you protect yourself, and you also protect your clients and your customers. That way everybody win, and that's how this business works. I'm not gonna take too much time. I'm gonna tell you guys, I think as far as, hold on, as far as insurance, we are, the next thing you're going to need in order to keep your company going is business licensing. You're going to need your HIC, for example. HIC. HIC stands for Home Improvement Contractors License, and anyone who is in business, and especially in the state of Massachusetts, if you're doing service business, it would be advisable or recommended that you get your HIC in order so that you can gain that trust from your local competition and also your local customers. Then with this, I'm going to leave the how to start a business topic from this point, and anyone who wants to learn a few other stuff about the things you need, do not hesitate to comment below, and we can get this conversation going. And like I say, we are all here to teach from and learn from each other. You know, that's what the major key is, learn. I'm learning, and also I want you to learn. I don't want you to make mistakes, so that you can get your company running without going through high educations that you will have to waste time and money. This is very small information, but very powerful for anyone who is trying to start their business, or anyone in business who actually don't know what steps to take. I'm going to jump into my next topic. So I'm gonna thank you again for taking your time and watching these videos, but also I want to congratulate you that you have watched the video, because this is exactly what you needed. And I'm glad that you have learned something, because that was my goal from the beginning, and that's what actually pushed me to make this video. Now, if you have not subscribed to this channel, I want to kindly ask you to please massively subscribe. If you watch this video, don't just watch it by yourself. Share it with your friend, share it with your family. You never know who could be the next you, the next person who will be looking to listen to this gospel. I call it my gospel, the gospel of Patrick. So just do what you gotta do. Listen to this video. I know it's a lot of information. You're not gonna get it all in one time. You can keep and repeat and watch this video as many times as you want. And if you have any question regarding to anything that I have said in my previous videos, I will be right there to respond to you. Don't hesitate to comment below, and I will be responding to any of your questions. Again, if you have not subscribed, I'm going to ask you again to support the brother and click the red button and subscribe. More videos are coming. On my next video, I'm going to talk about things like how to avoid dealing with lead generation companies that are out there to take your money. And with that saying, I'm talking about companies like Home Advisor. If you're in service already, you might be familiar with the name Home Advisors. We have things like company like Angie's List. Angie's List is not too bad, depending on how you are using them, because if you don't know what you're doing, they can also take money from you. We will talk about Thumbtack. We will talk about networks. So I would not even recommend anyone to use things like company like Home Advisor Networks. All those are just out there to take your money, and I'm here to save your money. So um, that's the end of that video. Again, don't forget to subscribe. I'm here. I'm gonna be dropping one video, at least 1 or 2 videos every week now, going forward. And also, I will teach you how to. I'll tell you. How do I say this? Um, I'll teach you about the software systems that you need, especially if you're in service business. It don't matter what industry it is. I might have ideas of what kind of software you will need to get your business running, but just in case if you have any questions about software and systems that can be valuable for your company, I'm here to help you with that. I'm not a software engineer again, but I don't mind tell you what I use and what I do.